dear. Hello, good morning. Oh, my flame went out. Hello, good morning. It's a pleasure to be back here in this spot. Not often in this spot. Not recently these days. Good morning, Queen. It's been a while. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Hello. Hi. Hello, 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 hello. We're gonna say some prayers today. Good morning, Jamie. Nice to see you. It's great to see you too. So, if you would, please tap the screen. It helps, particularly in the beginning. Say hello. We get to hang out for a little bit. Yeah, it's really nice to see you. We get to hang out for a little bit. We get to say some old words. Yeah. We're gonna start with the Shema, right? Old words from the book of Deuteronomy. And then we will continue on. Oh yes, I should pin my goal. TikTok reminds me to pin the goal. Let's do that. So the goal for today is 666 roses. It would be lovely to meet it. Theo, my live is a morning ritual. Where have I been? I have been all over, Lex. I was just in Los Angeles, and before that I was in Philadelphia, and before that I was in Vermont. I'm all over the place. I'm happy to be here and be able to smile. So we're gonna say some old words, Theo. That's the crux of it. Do the same thing every day, basically, for half an hour. Say some old words with some old friends, to remind myself that yes, I am here in the world with you. We're both here together. We can acknowledge each other's presence and appreciate that we live this life together. So thanks. Hi from Vermont. Yeah, I was just in the Northeast Kingdom. I used to work at the Bread and Puppet Theater. I don't know if you've heard of them. They're up in Glover. And I was up there in August. It was nice to see them again. Thank you, Queen. So that particular gift is critical, right? Number 9 member on the team. That's what the notification says. So I was just talking to Jacob Passin, I believe his name is. He's from TikTok. He developed Jacob Seraphin, not Jacob Passin. Jacob Seraphin. He developed the Teams feature on TikTok. So it's a new feature. So if you send the heart me, which is just one token, right? The heart is just one token. If you send that token, you get to join my team, which is, the tree is back. Yes, I'm home, Kimmy. I'm feeling pretty good, Med. Hi. Hi, hello. Yeah, so the team feature is interesting. Basically, you get a little banner and status, if you send a heart gift, heart emoji gift, and that lets us connect more directly. You could use the prayer. Well, then let's, thanks, Kimmy. You're really great. You're so reliable. You're astonishingly reliable. Sometimes I feel like I don't deserve it. Yeah. So we'll start with a tone. And then we'll move on to the Shema. So we'll do a low tone, then a high tone. Good morning. Welcome to this time that we get to spend together. I'm always mourning, Will. Unfortunately. Maybe one day I'll be a nun, but I don't know if I could commit to the celibacy required. But yes, always mourning. You know that. Yeah, I decided to wear black today. I don't know. It's because I got this new dress when I was in LA, and it's quite warm. It's autumn out. Thank you for the gift, Queen. Thank you. That's really kind of you. Thanks for being around. Higher tone now. And lustful oop. Yes, I'm too lustful to be a nun, but I'm not too lustful to be in mourning. In fact, I think the lusty mourn more than anyone else, because they always feel lack. Hello, friend. Hello. Thanks for sharing the live paint. I'm keeping okay, Rob. Ella, I am not planning on fasting tomorrow, and that's a thing that I am mourning, I suppose. I'm not a member of any explicitly Jewish community, which is becoming more and more challenging for me, to sort of live in this life and feel both connected and disconnected from my ancestry in that way. But yes, I'm not fasting. I'm not attending any services, because the world that I'm in right now, the culture that I'm in, does not facilitate those connections. Right. This is my primary religious community right here, and I cannot fast with you all. But maybe one day, maybe next year. I don't know. That question gets to my heart a little bit. Like, I feel bad about it. I feel really bad about it, actually. But the life that I have been living has been tied to different things, right? Like, I was in academia, I was in a PhD program, and I live in this community. This community is, not a Jewish community, and so all of my responsibilities and time have been there. But I don't know what Jewish community I could be a part of. Like, it feels like this big mystery. But going to Palestine soon, going to Israel soon, and maybe when I'm there I can learn a thing or two, or connect in ways I haven't been able to before. So we'll see. We shall see. In any case, so we say the Shema now. It's an important place, Will. So yeah, I'm sorry, Ella. I wish I could answer positively. I deeply wish I could answer positively. And I know I could just fast, right? Like, I could do Yom Kippur on my own, but it would feel hollow. Anyhow, Shema. Yeah, prayers for friends. Prayers for connection with others. Primarily, chiefly, I think. Shema Yisrael Asher Eloheinu Yahweh Echad. Vahafta et Anat Elohecha ובכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודייך וחיו הדברים האלה אשר נוחים מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך ובדרך ובשכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאוהות על ידיך וחיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. Good morning, Dr. Punk. Good morning, Questita. Welcome. Hi. Hi, it's so nice to see you both. Thanks for being here. God, it literally brings me close to tears. Good morning, Solstice Witch, right? Like, that I can come here and see these familiar names, like, it's so, mm. It's amazing. It makes me feel a little guilty, maybe, that, like, I'm not doing enough for you. That's weird. I don't know how my brain works. Hi, hello. Sensitive this morning, huh? Funny how little scribbles on a screen can pull out sensations. Good morning, good to see you. V'chaya, ki v'yachayo Elohecha, el ha'aretz asher nisbar levatecha, levram li'yisrachu Yaakov, לתת לך עברים גדולות וטובות אשר לא בנית, ובתים מלאים כל טובה אשר לא מילאת, וברות עצובים אשר לא הסתת, כערים וזיתים אשר לא נטעת, והלכת ושבת. הישמר לך פן תשכח את יהוה אשר תישאך מארץ מצרים מבית עבדים. When Yahweh Eloheinu brings you into land that he swore to your fathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to assign to you, great and flourishing cities that you did not build, houses full of all good things that you did not fill, hewn cisterns that you did not hew, vineyards and olive groves that you did not plant, and you eat your fill. Take heed that you do not forget Yahweh, who freed you from the land of Egypt, the house of bondage. It's Mabon today. Well, I'm glad that this live is part of it too. Yeah, I suppose it is. Yeah, it's officially fall. Good morning, you're amazing. Thank you, Rose. Thank you so much. Yeah, so morning ritual. Thanks. So if you like the live, do tap the screen. There's a live goal of 666 roses that we are not particularly close to reaching at the moment. So if you could help us along with that, that would be spectacular and fantastic. You can join our team by gifting a particular heart gift. And you can check out my Patreon if you check the link in my bio. Lots of ways to support this particular tiny little, intimate little community. I'm so grateful to have all of you here with me this morning. So let's sing a prayer about prayer. Prayer about prayer. This is a song by Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros, but I've taken it to heart in a pretty substantial way. Thanks, Solstice Witch. Thanks for joining the team. Yeah, I think that's probably my favorite feature. Like, I've been learning about all these different TikTok features that have been being added. Oh my god, Dr. Punk. The roses, they just keep coming. Thank you so much. And I think that my favorite one is the teams feature, right? Because it's symbolic. It's like very explicitly symbolic as opposed to monetary, right? It's not about exchanging fiscal value. It's about exchanging relational value. You've been having some questions about your faith, but you've always been so sure, Will. Oh my gosh, it's making noises. 50% of the live goal is completed. Thank you, Dr. Punk. Thank you, Solstice Witch. I guess we're gonna get there. So 666 roses is the goal, which equates to basically a cup of coffee, right? It's $3. Thank you, Questita. Wow, we made it. Holy fuck. Thank you. You bought me a cup of coffee this morning. Thanks. Lackadaisical Lisa. Thanks. I appreciate that you are here. Dr. Punk. Whether your current congregation aligns with your beliefs, almost certainly it does not, Will. I would imagine that your current congregation does not align with your beliefs, because I'm very skeptical that any congregation can align with anyone's beliefs. And it's a source of suffering for me that I have that skepticism, right? Like, I wish it were possible to just be a part of oh my gosh. We reached the goal. Did you hear that sound effect? This is new. I haven't been... TikTok added sound effects. So it is. Well, we reached the live goal. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Kimmy and Dr. Punk and Queen and Questita, you helped us get there. Thank you. And Solstice Witch, too. You too. I don't know why your name didn't show up on the thing. It should have. Communion before the reading of the word is one of them. Yeah, it's tricky. Your current one seems a bit too loose. All right, well, you need to find yourself some Orthodox queers. Clearly, there aren't that many of them in the world. They're tricky to find, but I wish you the best of luck. Communion is after, but they practice before. Yeah, Buttflakes was freaking out about that same thing, right? It's like a huge, important ritual, and very challenging to actually make the commitment to consciously. Um, yeah, I'm sure you will figure it out, Will. I'm quite confident that you will figure it out. But it might take you your entire life, right? Like, I'm confident I will figure it out, but it's going to take me my entire life. I'm not in the religious community that I want to be a part of, right? I was just saying that. Right? Like, I suppose this is the community that I want to be a part of. I mean, this is the most supportive religious community I've ever been in. God, thank you so much, everyone. Shall we burst into song now? I don't want to pray to my maker, no, no. I just want to be feeling free. Not just who I am, but the pink and golden land and that wide, wild sky over me. Help me to the sun. Hey, I'm looking everywhere. See, I'm looking everyone. Not the prayer, but the prayer. And I don't want to pray, no. I don't want to pray, no, no, no. I don't want to pray. We don't want to pray. Pray. And it's not much good to talk, better to walk it. Ooh, not much good to take, better to give. We are done, forgiven, and forgotten of our sins. And I promise you, my friends, all that dies will live again. So, pardon God and Mom. What I'm saying isn't fair. See, I'm looking to become not the prayer, but the prayer. And I don't want to pray, no. I don't want to pray, no, no, no. I don't want to pray. We don't want to pray. Pray. Allah made love, and Yahweh made hate. Asher made good, and Anat made bad. Eloheinu made love, and Yahweh made hate. Allah. God made me. You're doing such the best job of touching people's lives who so appreciate this space of all faiths. It's wonderful. Thank you, Solstice Witch. Thank you so much. I'm very, very, very glad to be here. Thanks for connecting. Yeah. All these little funny algorithmic ways. Sending squiggles and gifs and likes and hearts and blah, 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 right? It's all just people, really, right? It's you and me. Here together in this little box. Here we are. Ruff, 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 ruff. You hear that? Does the mic pick up my dog? Less a crisis of faith, more a crisis of home. Indeed. Mood. That's the mood, Will. A crisis of home. Yeah. I would say the same thing. I've been going through a crisis of home for, all praise the beast. Yeah. I've been going through a crisis of home for years now, right? Like, I've sacrificed so much to be in this community, and in many ways it is not what I wish it to be. And yet I am still here. Still here. So, hey, it's fire time. Check it out. We have our little flame. Been saying Arati without a flame for a couple weeks. So now it's fire time. We get to say Arati once more. There we are. So, the word Arati means flame in Sanskrit, or light. I'm happy that you are here. You are important, Lisa. So, now is a very appropriate time to send out flame emojis. Hello, dog. Hey, come on. Hey, what's up? Hey, how are you? How's it going, puppy? You should read some Vedic texts. They're good. They're real good. Yeah, so Arati means flame. Here's our flame. Yes, Lisa, there, you got it. Exactly. It's time to type fire emojis into the chat and send fire gifts. And we will say these words from the Bhagavad Gita and remind ourselves that regardless of which name of God we use, saying the name at all is a statement of meaning. Connects us to one another. Thanks, Solstice Witch. Thanks, Lisa. Exactly. Just fire up the chat. That's how we do it here. So, Arati. Arati goes like this. Jaya Jaya Arati Vina Vinayaka Vina Vinayaka Shri Ganesha Jaya Jaya Arati Subramanya Subramanya Kartikeya Jaya Jaya Arati Venugopala Venugopala Venuola Papa Vidurada Vanita Chora Jaya Jaya Arati Venkantaramana Venkantaramana Sankatarana Sitarama Radhe Shama Jaya Jaya Arati Gauri Manohara Bhavani Sankara Sambasada Shiva Uma Maheshwara Jaya Jaya Arati Raja Rajeshwari Tripura Sundari Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Mahashakti Jaya Jaya Arati Anjaneya Hanimanta Jaya Jaya Arati Dattatreya Trimutriya Vatara Jaya Jaya Arati Adityaya Bhaskaraya Jaya Jaya Arati Sanistaraya Bhaskaraya Jaya Jaya Arati Sankarachaya Advaita Gurave Jaya Jaya Arati Sadgurunata Shivananda Jaya Jaya Arati Vishnu Devananda Jaya Jaya Arati Agastya Munaye Shriyama Priyaye Jaya Jaya Arati Ayapa Samine Dharma Shastave Jaya Jaya Arati Jesus Gurave Moses Gurave Buddha Gurave Jaya Jaya Arati Muhammad Gurave Guru Nanak Gurave Samastya Gurubho Namaha Jaya Jaya Arati Avanugopala Natatra Siobati Natandrakara Tamnima Vidyopati Kutaya Magni Tomivantaminvandi Sarvam Tasya Basya Samritam Vivanti Om Gange Kayamane Kaiva Govari Saraswati Narmade Siddhikaveri Hiya Namastitam Namo Namaha. You want to see my dog? Let's see her. Not my dog, it's my partner's dog. Come on, more. Flip camera. There she is. Hey, Tintin. Come on. Hey! There she is. Hey, puppy. My partner is away right now. And, Tintin is a little bit anxious. But she'll be okay. She comes and she goes. What's your favorite part, Questy Ta? Neither the sun shines there, nor the moon, nor the stars, nor lightning. So from where does its light come? When that shines, everything after shines after that. From this light, all other lights are lit. This candle? This one? Yeah, my mother got this for me for my birthday last year. When I go low. Yeah, I let my masculine voice come out just a little bit. She's still here. Yeah, Venus of Willendorf. It's a really special object. I felt very seen when my mother gave me this. I have a few others, right? Here we have an Asherah, right? So this is a Judean pillar figurine, right? So this is from the Kingdom of Judah maybe 3,000 years ago, whereas this is from Central Europe maybe 25,000 years ago. But strikingly similar meme, you know? And the people who made this image had no idea that this image existed, and yet the similarities, right? Like, what is culture? How does culture work? I have no idea. It's pretty remarkable. So. She is everything. So we can continue. Tvameva mata chapita tvameva, tvameva bandusha saka tvameva vidya javinam tvameva sarvam mama deva deva, kayena vacha manasandriya arva, buddhyatmanava prakriti sabhavat, karomi adyad sakalam parasmahe, narayana hiti sarmarpayami. Sarvadharmam pravichaya mamikam savarnam vraja, aham sva sarvapapayo mokshayami masucha. Whatever actions I perform with my body, speech, mind, senses, my nature, my intellect, or my emotions, all these, I dedicate to you. Thanks for being here with me today. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for sharing the live, Gib. Thanks for all your incredibly kind words. It's really nice to be able to share this morning time with you all. Okay. So, now it's grief time. Will, you asked if I was mourning. Yeah, I'm mourning. Always sad. Always sad anyway. Christy Ta! Thank you for the blue. I'll see you later, Dr. Funk. Thanks for sticking around. Thank you for the gifts. Thanks for buying me coffee. You single-handedly bankroll this live stream. You know that? Like, you've given me more gifts than literally anyone else. And I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Yeah, Mourner's Kaddish. What are we mourning? We are mourning the fact that living beings suffer. That's what we're mourning, right? Like, on the tree of life, right? Every creature that has existed on this tree, every single one of them for the last 3.8 billion years, every single one of them has suffered. Every single one has been exposed to the ravages of entropy and has had the capacity for their interiority to be disturbed by the exterior world, right? Had the capacity for that boundary to be eliminated, and the elimination of that boundary is death, right? We mourn the fact that death exists, and in so doing, allows our lives to exist, right? Our life exists in orientation to what they are not. Can I speak on divine feminine? Tested? It's not very optimistic? No, Gib, it's not very optimistic. I guess I think about it this way, that, like, I don't believe that anything exists in a vacuum, right? And that for, like, as a matter of, logic or necessity or metaphysics, that, like, whatever is must also not be. Yes, we are all light and darkness, right? Like, that human experience is one of opposites, right? That is the way that perception is built, is that there's light and dark, and there's up and down, and there's big and small, and there's life and death, right? And if death did not exist, then life would not exist either, right? They are part of the same process. Living processes die, and dead processes become alive. And I promise you, my friends, all that dies will live again, right? So no, it's not very optimistic, but I don't actually desire to spread optimism here, right? Nor do I desire to spread pessimism. Like, I desire to be in the world and understand the world as it is. Right, so, can I speak on the divine feminine? Like, the original conception of the divine feminine was frightening, right? Like, Kali Durga, who will consume you, right? The divine mother who wears the heads of her enemies around her waist as a skirt, right? It's part of the cycle, yes. Like, motherhood is painful, right? To be a mother is to dedicate a part of your body to something beyond you, right? And to experience the pain of that separation as that form leaves you, right? It's profoundly painful. And yet every single one of us has a mother, and every mother of ours had mothers back and back and back to the beginning of time. Right? And here's this tree, right? We are connected to every single mother that ever was and ever will be by this pattern. Right? So we can represent her in a variety of ways, right? Like, there's this representation and there's this representation. It's actually the same thing, right? These are both symbols for the same property. And every dad, yes, but, fathers, they're They're more incidental, in a certain sense. Be grateful and aware of the cycle of all things brings some small comfort. Yeah, I do think that being aware of the cycle of all things brings some small comfort, or at least, location, like a kind of perspective or presence. What is my favorite relative? Not the actual person, but like my favorite relative is my mother, or my grandmother, or the great all mother. My friend Astrid just posted a really fantastic video about the great furry all mother. You should check out her channel. It's Odd Pride. Mothers are incidental too, I suppose so. Which answer, Joslos? What's my favorite food? Rice and kale. I used to eat rice and kale on the live every morning. Okay. You baited me with your questions. Speak on the divine feminine. Oh, what am I to say on the divine feminine? She exists. She's real. I worship her every morning. Not all dads experience fatherhood, but all mothers experience childbirth. Yes. That's sort of what I was getting at. Yes, that fatherhood is a bequeathal of information, whereas motherhood is a bequeathal of material, of life force. And I think that distinction is very relevant and imbalanced, right? It's like not symmetrical. Anisogamy, right? There's an imbalance in the size of gametes. The females are the givers of the large gametes, as the TERFs like to say. The imbalance is real. Something adoptive mothers. Hi puppy. Hey, how are you? How are you doing? She's having a hard time. Your gametes are so small and cute. Spread them far and wide, Will. Spread them far and wide. About the all mothers and mother energy, life force energy. Yeah, anisogamy, right? So you can look up anisogamy in any biology textbook, right? It says that mothers give cytoplasm and fathers just give genes. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me comfort her very briefly. I'll be right back. Hey, you. Hi. Hey, it's gonna be okay. Yeah, it's gonna be okay. The Theotokos. Okay. So, with all that preamble, now I think we know what we are mourning, right? We mourn that we live this life and that we experience suffering within it. And we mourn that our mothers have died, and our mothers' mothers have died, and our mothers' mothers' mothers have died, and our mothers before them have died, and they've all died. And yet we are still here. We are still part of the pattern that connects us to them, despite all of the suffering that has existed for as long as life has been. So, for the last 2,500 years, my ancestors have said these words when encountering death. And we'll say them again today. Mary, the Mother of God. Yid Gadal, Yid Kadash, Shema Rabbah. Bialma Divrach Yotev Yom Lichmal Chete, Bachayachon of Yom Echon of Chayed Kol Beit Yisrael, Vagala Bisman Kariv Yimru. Amen. Yehe Shema Rabbah Mevarach Lialam, Olmei, Olmaya, Yid Barach, Vishtabach, Vit Ba'ar, Vit Ramam, Vit Naseh, Vit Adar, Vit Ale, Vit Halal, Shema de Kudisha, Barichu. Lela Min Kol Berchata, Bishirata, Tushbechata, Benechimata, Demiran Bialma Vimru. Amen. Yesh lama Rabba Amin Shemaya V'chayim Aleinu V'yochel Yisrael V'imru Amin Ose Shalom B'imramav Huya Ase Shalom Aleinu V'yochel Yisrael V'imru Amin Ose Shalom B'imramav Huya Ase Shalom Aleinu V'yochel Yisrael V'imru V'imru Amin. Hey, thanks. Thanks for joining me here today. Tversia, you are playing a live game that I don't know how to play. Tversia, I see you on live like all the time. Like what? You streaming like 8 hours a day, right? Like it's just astonishing. I've been doing a TikTok live program. I don't know if I mentioned that to you. right, like a creator club starter pack, the lowest tier of their like creator coaching, you're probably on some higher tier, right? And they're like, what they're doing, like they're coaching me to like do live stream techniques that I'm very familiar with from some other websites, and I'm not sure that I want to use those techniques on this particular website. You know, I'll say a word if you give me this thing, I'll do this activity. If you do, I will reveal something. If you have you really? I Can we chat about it sometime? Like I would really love to pick your brain about what it is you're doing, because like I see what you're doing and I'm like so impressed by it and also like rather daunted. Yeah, let's I'll message you. I would love to like actually talk to you in person. It would be quite a pleasure. Yeah. Tarot reading. No, I'm not gonna do tarot reading on here. I adore you. Mutual adoration. Great. Well, it is time for me to go. But thank you. Uh, yes, it is your specialty, Will. Um, if you appreciate, oh my God, a money gun, Questita, that is too much, right? Like, like again, like where does that gif come from? Where does the money gun come from? This concept of you're just gonna like throw money at someone like that? Like what is this platform? Like I just don't. Uh, anyhow, um, if you like the stream, please check out the links in my bio. You can support me on Patreon, or you can send gifts via MoneyGun. I do like the little heart me's that let you join the team. Like that's a nice feature. But in any case, I appreciate you all so much. Oh my God, Tefrosha, that's not fair. It's truly not fair. Thank you all so much. I will see you again another day. It's too much. It's really too much. I love you all. Thank you so much. I'll be here very soon. And I hope you have a lovely day. Have a lovely day. Farewell.